Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. That's a people day. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat, and not press the poor. Make up what I seen to. Make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan. Make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see? Did they them can sell out Rasta and sell it out? I sell out Babylon. They give man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see? They can sell out Rasta and sell out. I sell out Babylon. Just stop on the Friday. You might throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Capitulated and excavated. Good morning and welcome. The capitulated Prime Minister has bowed to the demand of Mark Goldings to have a leaders' negotiation with regards to the constitutional reform. Cutting, cutting ribbon, scissors, dirt, and shovel was pretty much the Prime Minister's growth strategy over his last term in office. He is back at excavating again for the playing of dirt with Andrew Holness. Good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us on a Sunday morning. Lovely to have you all. How are you all doing? How is your weekend progressing? Or how has your weekend been if this is the start of the week? But morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Like and share the live, please. Real sweet. Carl Stewart, Sheena Kelly, Lenworth Donovan, Lynette Jenkins, Sophia Hall, Delroy Henry, Abinasar Cody, good morning, and welcome. TikTok, good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. FHJHCH, good morning. Debian, good morning. Ricardo, Desmond, Shane Samuel, as I pronounce it. Shellyan, Devon Ray, Black Shadow, Diana McDonald, Landlord, Kofi Firmpong. Morning, everyone. Morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. Blood sacrifice, human trafficking, organ trafficking doesn't really sound strange to us because the Americans already told us that they have evidence that Jamaica police are involved in human and organ trafficking. Marco Rubio told Andrew Holness the other day, despite Andrew Holness running around calling for an onslaught, a global onslaught on gangs. Yvonne, Empress Deb, morning. Marco Rubio, Evan, told the Prime Minister, you son of a thing, Vera, you need to do more on human trafficking. Our children, though, continue to go missing. We're still worried about Jaden Smith. We recently saw where a search was conducted at the family home. Still nothing for us to hold on to. While time is going, confusion swelters and hope dwindles, but we still are hoping for Jaden Smith to come home alive. But when you weigh up everything, if he ran away for whatever reason, he couldn't be surviving in bushes all this time. If he's alive, is there someone assisting him? Is there someone having him captured? These are the many questions that comes up when you think about Jaden Smith. But despite the feeling of dwindling hope, one still remains hopeful. Now, young sergeant who was murdered, possible sexual assaulted and murdered by her father. The father is now in police custody. The father is now in police custody, but the problem is a wide-scale, ancient problem. And if anybody knows Jamaica, anybody grew up at Jamaica and live in a Jamaica society and go to school at Jamaica and dwell in the communities, you know This is an ancient problem. And we will turn to what I think is a shocking video, which we are inviting the police to take immediate action and make arrest of this gentleman. If you have not done yet, because this video is circulated all over TikTok and so on, police social media is a part of their evidence gathering and watchful eye over how people across their country is behaving, not just in Jamaica. All of the law enforcement, them wherever upon TikTok, them monitor, we can them get a lot of information. So we're asking if the police have not yet arrested this man, they ought to arrest and investigate. These predators ought not to be on street. This is a serious development. This is serious compared to how our children are going missing or turning up dead. I am blessed. Good morning. How you do? Going missing, turning up dead, and all sort. And we know our country, as said the Americans, are involved, or law enforcement are involved in human and organ trafficking. There is a bloodletting of our children. It begs to ask the question, but let us ask the JCF to help us get this man off the street.
Yo, we catch a fucking lick up it. No, man, no. Oi. Share what here. Share what here. Share what here. Yeah.
Where's that one?
Pussy, you know, just tell me say your woman.
Share what here that we ask you.
Your woman.
Your woman. Share a woman.
Lick up it. See ya. Watch ya.
Oi, Bumbo will tap in eyes away at
It's done on you, one.
Watch ya, man. Eh?
Colin, we're asking the police for swift assistance to help us to get this man off the street. This needs urgent investigation, urgent intervention from the family of this young girl. Urgent intervention is needed in this particular case, and there are many of others of this across our country. Many others.
Yo, we catch a fucking lick up it. Oi. Share what here. Share what here. Share what here. Yeah.
Where's that one?
Pussy, you know, just tell me say your woman.
Share what here that we ask you.
Your woman.
Your woman. Share a woman.
Lick up it. See ya. Watch ya.
Oi, Bumbo will tap in eyes away at we talk to you.
Yo, watch ya, man. Eh?
This can't be a prank, can it? This can't be a prank. It can't be, can it? Cause the little girl there right there, and she busy a focus in her book like, what are they on about? There is urgent intervention required here, is it not? Violet Watson, how you do? Urgent intervention require you, so. Sonia Barracks, morning. This requires urgent intervention from JCF, from the school of this young girl, from the parents of this young girl. There's serious intervention required. Who else? Which other adult she has shocked up with that can take her, will go kill her and them something? You see the urgency of the intervention were required right here, so? Because we say it becomes fun to take over children and kill them now. We need to do something about this, Jamaica.
Yo, we catch a fucking little pitney.
No, man.
Oi, oi,
Don't tell me no
Oi.
fuck. Oi.
share what
Don't tell me
here.
no fuck. We no
Share
fuck
what
you.
here.
Come swing this guy.
Share what here.
Share what here.
Your friend.
Yeah.
Where's that well?
Pussy, you know, just tell me say your woman.
Yeah, no, yeah, right. Yeah.
See, share what here that we ask you.
No, man.
Your woman.
Your woman. She a woman.
Little pitney, see ya? Watch ya.
I'm not doing with him.
Oi, Bumbo, tapping eyes away at we talk to you. Fuck
Yo,
you, take me, please.
watch ya, man. Eh?
Now, I'm wondering, Wayne Williams, good morning, Marjorie Lewis. I'm wondering if these young men who claim they caught him in the act, if they drugged him to the police station, or them just broadcast the situation and leave it at that. Because if them come upon such, they're supposed to call the police or drag him by the scruff of his neck to the police station, is it not? Wouldn't that what you would have expected them to do, Robert? Good morning, thank you. Wouldn't that what you would have expected them to do? To grab him by the scruff of the neck and drag him to the police station, or call the police and wait till the police turn up so him and the young girl could explain what on earth is going on. But I hope the family of this young girl would have seen this video circulating on social media and take serious intervention. This man must be taken off the street. He ought to be taken off the street. He is a danger. He is a danger to children, and he must be taken off the street. If him not get taken off the street yet, this is serious. And I'm hoping that those young men didn't just leave it at content. I hope the young men who videoed this didn't just leave it at content. Teddy, good morning. I hope they would have called the police. Or I hope they would have dragged him to the police station. I hope it's not a prank. And I hope their outrage was not just for content. Because this is not a content issue. This is a serious issue where this child could go missing. We saw what the very father appeared to have done to his own daughter. Right in her backyard. And then come out, come make alarm. I look the whole with sympathy. When he knew he killed his daughter, burn out her and left her to decompose. And then him come out here. Him come out here. And him give us a story to put us on the trail, figure somewhere else. We have a lot of dangerous men in Jamaica to children. A lot of dangerous men in Jamaica to our children. And serial predator like this, because at his age, this would have been going on for generations. This is a cross-generation abuser. This is a cross-generation predator and must be taken off the street immediately. So I hope it's not a prank, one, and two, I hope them didn't just leave it at content, because it is much more serious than that.
Yo, we catch a fucking little pitney.
No, man.
Oi, oi,
Don't tell me no fuck. Oi.
share what
Don't
here.
tell me no fuck. We no
Share
fuck
what
you.
here.
Come swing this guy.
Share what here.
Share what here.
Your friend.
Yeah.
Where's that well?
Pussy, you know, just tell me say your woman.
Yeah, no, yeah, right. Yeah.
See, share what here that we ask you.
No, man.
Your woman.
Your woman. She a woman.
Little pitney, see ya? Watch ya.
I'm not doing with him.
Oi, Bombo with tapping eyes we are talk to you. Fuck
Yo,
you take, please.
what's your man? Eh?
In relation to the blood sacrifice, the human trafficking, the organ trafficking, I'm going to bring some information to you that I find very thought provoking. And I hope we don't dismiss this man as being mad, because half the
What the
time
first thing forward to
we
your mind when
tend
you
to
hear that?
dismiss things that we need to think critically about as information from mad people. But help me to listen to this information, because it makes all heap of sense in understanding with society, Arlene Scott, understanding where we are and where we're going. Yvonne Riley, good morning. Don't quick to dismiss people as being mad. Don't quick to dismiss information as what you call the same thing there. What they call when they want to show the world, so conspiracy theory. Andrea Joan Hamilton Wilson. Help me to listen to this young man and see if we must say don't make whole heap a sense. Opal Watson, good morning. You say you did just listen to him too. But help me listen to him and tell me if he don't make whole heap of sense. Don't dismiss people as being mad, which is what society tend to do a lot of the time. I don't dismiss people's information as conspiracy theory without giving critical thoughts to it.
What the first thing forward to your mind when you hear say father take him youth
The
life?
video is a bit low, but
I
let
don't
me
know left for just a wonder.
turn it up.
Why the father do that? Eh? No fun to know. What the first thing forward to your mind when you hear say father take him youth life? I don't know left for just a wonder. What go on? Why the father do that?
Randy, how you do?
No
Yeah,
fun
morning,
to
my
know
friend. What
about
go on?
Ireland. No fun to know say yo, it's a blood sacrifice. And it have a lot to do with the future generation them. That's why every day we wake up. You know what I say? We jump up, we say, yo, another youth this, another youth that, another youth that. And if you are looking into things, you have to wonder and question things. How I go on? You know what I say? How big things just reach you them from what and enough of we only thing we left to do a wonder. So you see right now, you know have to wonder. I say if we still a wonder, I can share some information. We don't know. I'm going to explain it in a way where we don't have to wonder. I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean. You may tell you, and keep up, because probably you can learn something. You see Jamaica right now, Jamaica and Jamaica and more. And Jamaica are going to end up being a republican country. We're going to go republic soon. And you see right now, this is going to sound strange, this is going to sound weird. This is going to sound out of the norm before me even going further. You may tell you nothing when I get up and hear people talk about on a regular basis. And a normal conversation we have right now. A different conversation. Because, see, in order for Jamaica go republic, the Prime Minister, the politician, them out there, them not have no rights, them not have no powers. And them a do it. And them a shape Jamaica. You may tell you, them not write no laws, no rules, no regulation. Everything forward from overseas. Everything forward from overseas. And this, a long time, this written. This is a part of a plan. This is part of a strategy. You may tell you, wait, I gotta leave one man standing. And the man they get groomed. You may tell you, the man they go through whole heap of process. And the level of achievement went forward with no other Jamaican Prime Minister, the one them a ban. Yeah. None of them now gonna have the kind of legacy what him gonna left behind from Jamaica go Republic. So when you see him I go all over the world and you see him pop up in a certain country, especially what year when him got Israel. If you don't know nothing about Israel, Jamaican people, when you keep your mouth quiet. When you see certain thing, when you do jump up and make it seem like say it's a good thing for him go down the what year. Because if him left from down Israel, when you notice, him have one sky blue jacket. You see the sky blue jacket there? A confirmation. It's a code he must send. It's a message. You may I told you, it's a message. he must send when you see him in a sky blue jacket there. I say what here when the shooting go on with the 6 people and with the local girl end up lose her life. And you see him pop up down there. Him and him best friend for how much years. And the camera up on him. And you look how him and him best friend stand up and fool the man. Yeah, me I told you, no, look how him and him best friend stand up and fool the man. It's a message them a send. We're not found in a know about. Only not being a standing towards it. And the sky blue suit again. Yeah, me I told you, no? And when him end up attack, he not say nothing pertaining to the youths, them and the people. They not say nothing pertaining to them family and the struggle and the pain and how them probably feel now. He might talk about the police force, this, that. It don't make no sense to me. When me see that clipping say, the words that may come out of my mouth. The only thing that makes sense to me is when me see what one see. And you see that sky blue suit there, I want to look up back the Israel flag and tell me how far the sky blue suit jacket there. How far the sky blue jacket there from the blue with upon the Israel flag. Because I'm signing over what here. I'm signing over to some demon, some devil. Out of Jamaica go Republic, a whole heap of blood have got spilled, especially the blood of the young, the future generation. Yeah, me I told you now, a whole heap of entity, them leg right now. But up on the island where I feed off a low vibrate. So only way I get the low vibrational, it a feed off of the low vibrational being them. It stick to you, bro. It go on all thought. Yeah, me I told you now, and only can see it, only know what they're on, you know. Only know what stick on, you know, what take on as a host. So to uno, I uno have the thought them. So that's why I'm not quick for react certain way. That's why I'm not quick for do certain thing. That's why I'm not quick for say certain thing. Cause killing the dead, I uno on self I do it. Yeah, me I told you, no? You have whole heap of entity right now where they in Jamaica, where they must seek or be a low vibrational being. Yeah, me I told you. So when you hear certain thing, you hear say you them do this and that. At the thought them what them have. Because we know so enough of the youth them very emotional. Enough of them are go through some situation, whether at school and or even at home. And it give them some negative thought. It make them think some way. And that the entity them I look for. The ones them were quick for think negative, have negative thought. Yeah, me I told you, no? And you see, when Jamaica go Republic, it now go just go Republic. So whoever stand up and represent Jamaican, but I feel like say it never just cost the sacrifice of the people them alone. It never cost somebody where him love, him have got sacrifice one.
Rush, man.
So listen out for you say if he mother him wife or one of him youth them drop out soon. Him I told you no, him are gonna lose somebody who close to him. Him have to lose somebody where him love to. Him I told you no, and the legacy where him a do all of this for. Remember say, when feel like say oh, we're going with PMP and Labour right, it's a fucking competition on the slow bad. When you remember PJ Patterson, when you remember Siago, I'll never forget thing. When you remember when Siago end up sit down and I watch PJ Patterson win how much a term. And if nothing remember, you know says PJ that win the whole of the term when it forward to election. And look on the legacy where PJ Patterson have right now. When you feel like say tough like the legacy where Siaga left behind for his daughter and his wife, PJ Patterson are nothing near. PJ Patterson legacy are nothing near the legacy where Siaga left right now for his family them. I see the legacy where Andrew, we should even call him name. You see the legacy where him a run down, it will never be tough like the legacy where Mark holding up. Because when you feel like it's a competition. When you feel like say yo, when you see politics and all this shit, I say it going according to what you think. And when you go vote and then vote select prime minister. Everything we're going right now is a plan, is a strategy. A long time. They must set 1 and 2 in place. It played out for the time, yeah. And it played out for the time right now, and everything will go according to what them set and what them plan. You know, we have the understanding what going truly in our country. Yeah, me I told you, because we can't identify nothing where real or fake, where we see real or fake thing. When we see real and fake, to we, everything are one. Everything. Yeah, me I told you, enough of the thing that we're not eating, and a real thing, neither the meat them. Enough of the fast food place them when they go buy food, and a real fucking thing we not eat. Enough of the fruits them and are real, and you can't identify them from real from fake. And whole heap of ones them we call human being. Whole heap of ones that walk up amongst us. And uno can't tell the difference. Kill on a dead a human being them. Uno know say you other species. Or some shapeshifter. You hear me at all? Shapeshifter, some other alien, some other creature, some other thing where them are wear the skin. And it sound like some sci-fi shit. You know me at all? Because them always put the truth in the movie them. And you know say movie advertisement way for forward towards the world. You know me I say all these things where you see, most things where you see in a movie, advertisement. Them I show you say this I go forward in the near future. You me I told you know, but then disguise all these things from me. So when we see these things, we only can identify it according to everybody. You know me I say we have to say the things that everybody has say. We have to walk in the direction where everybody have to walk. And where it start from? It start from our bloodline. You may have told them their own legacy. We ancestors them left for we. We're born in a certain situation, in a certain era. And if we walk in the direction of the said mindset and belief in every fucker with them believe in. And that's how we are live. So we can identify nothing real from nothing fake. Eh? But me I tell you say God and Goddess. And never look down upon yourself and I not know when I do never have doubt. I make no ones use words and get on the down. Keeping the mindset positive, keeping the surrounding positive and pre-upliftment always. More life opportunity and goal for the conquer. I know say you I love so much on our creation favorite. You hear that? Big up on yourself, loving and abundance.
Now, if you read George Orwell novel written in 1948, George Orwell novel 1984, written in 1948, if you read that, you wouldn't think his argument is far-fetched. But I bring this information to you in order for you to think. But if you read George Orwell 1984 novel, you wouldn't put his information down as conspiracy, or he's been crazy, or any of the pejoratives that would come from such information being presented. On the matter, bullying, let me turn now to the Minister of Education, which come up with what I think is a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea in our country and under this government doesn't normally get properly executed. Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information has launched Bulletproof JA, a digital campaign aimed at tackling the damaging effects of bullying in schools and communities across Jamaica. With the rallying cry, block the hate, build the love, the ministry says it is affirming its commitment to ensure that every child feels safe, supported, and valued. Brilliant idea, don't you think? Vernon Mitchells, how are you, Mitchell? Don't you think that's a brilliant idea? Country Boy Morning. I think that's a brilliant idea also. But brilliant idea doesn't normally get brilliantly executed in our country. No. Oftentimes you hear parents coming out and complaining, parents whose children are being bullied at school. I'm sure you see many of this complaint across social media. School administrators, as the information given to us by parents, Joan Bailey, school administrators don't seem to take bullying seriously. Isn't that your knowledge, Jamaica, where a lot of people who their children go through this nasty experience, when they bring it to the attention of the school tends to sometimes brush it off or be on the side of the bully. This has led to an area now where our children are taking their own lives because of this nasty experience. Such a campaign, I think, is brilliant. But how far will this campaign goes if school administrators, Miss Morris Dixon, is failing to admit that the problem exists? If school administrators are turning a blind eye to the problem, if school administrators are not dealing with the problem effectively, how far do you think we will go? Now, will there be training and support, Ladybug Morning? Will there be training and support for school administrators in order to make this campaign a success? Because it's a brilliant idea, but it doesn't only need to a brilliant idea with campaign slogans and posters and billboards and all sorts of campaign over social media, Ronald B. It takes investment into the school. It takes training, and it also takes oversight, Miss Morris Dixon. It also takes oversight, it takes training, and it takes investment. Brilliant as the campaign sounds, that alone will not solve the problem of bullying, because there's actually need to be policies against bullying in schools. There ought to be support mechanism in schools for children who's going through this nasty experience. Hold on there. Yes, my brother, I believe in every word you teach. God on time. Thank you. Children who are going through this nasty experience, we need to have policies. Patrick Woodstock, Philly Yard Vibes, Wagwan. We need to have policies, training, and investment, Miss Morris Dixon, to support such a brilliant idea. Because it's an idea to have a social media campaign to make it widely known that this is not accepted at any level or for any reason. But if school administrators are not seeing the problem as the problem it has been, if they're refusing to tackle the problem, if it appears to children who are being bullied and their parents that school administrators are on the side of the bully, I don't know how well that campaign would work without the active policies and operation within the schools and the community to stamp that behavior out. It takes wider than the campaign. As good as the idea, the campaign sounds. Pamela Akola, morning. As good as an idea as the campaign sounds, it actually needs more than that to make it work. And then who we move on to next? Who do we jump on to? We come back to Odo next. We want to go to Christopher Tufton first. Christopher Tufton also come up with something. What did Tufton say? what is Tufton saying? Mental health is an issue for all of us. Before we deal with that, when I stop report my platform, no coming and say nothing, I don't know why TikTok are violate. Before I report my platform, stop it. I'm not saying anything to be reported. Okay? So don't trouble me. I'm not troubling Ono. Tufton says mental wellness is an issue for all of us. I mean, okay, leave that aside. Mr. It look like it bun you through social media talk about with 800 million. Mr. Innuendo, Doctor of Death, we have to go borrow Andrew's shovel for the digging with Andrew and his shovel for dig out with $80 million from under Sinting Donahue, whatever she named, Lindsay Donahue. Put that aside though, Dr. Tufton, because you can't talk with and chat with. Always I got chat. No. Mental health, Dr. Tufton with the DR title. Tufton with the DR title said, don't give up on yourself. You are more resilient than you think. Ask for help is nothing to be ashamed of. I came across one quote recently, and it gave me pause as I consider the recent death of Jamaicans because of suicide. Anyone can be affected by mental health. In 2001, the World Health Organization tells us nearly 1 in every 7 people globally were living with mental health disorder. A concern in mental health is a good thing. But isn't this just a bit of fluff coming from Dr. Tufton? Dr. Tufton who mash up everything when touched, like literally. No. First thing we need Dr. Tufton. This also concern. Source of concern now work, Okay. So what we firstly need legislative reform when it comes to mental health in our country, Christopher Tufton. And this is the best time to do it when the parliament have a composition that will understand the debate, not like the last 5 years where 49 don't sit down there and just put up fuckery through parliament, which you see what's happening from the Firearm Act of 2022 at the moment. So this would be the best time to do legislative reform to get the mental health services in our country right and working. We also need investment, Dr. Tufton, in mental health facility. Sosa Bellevue and Ward 21 for one whole big old country. 1 ward and an overfilled hospital. 1 total one, 14 parish. 1 mental hospital. 1 mental ward. 1 whole country. So we need investment, Dr. Tufton, in facility if we ought to tackle mental health in our country. We ought to also, Dr. Tufton, train more professionals to deal with mental health at the community level. Cannot everybody required hospital intervention? So you need training, you need to build capacity, you need to invest, and you need to reform. But Dr. Tufton, cost of living, crime and violence corruption, ignorance of government. Government do they say they help if you go mad to you know, sir. Cause we don't see no way out. Hmm? Everywhere we turn, brick wall, prison. Dr. Tufton, there's something they help with mad, you know. Because you have the ability to swindle off $80 million minus kickback into your girlfriend's purse. Dr. Tufton, how much have you swindled into your son's purse with the bad rice? George B. On a source of concern, on a source of argument of pulling wolves over our eye won't go anywhere without policy to make sure we have the power in place to do certain things. We have the operational will to make sure the thing is done. Investment, Dr. Tufton, increase capacity, increase training. We can't have one ward and one day hospital for the entire country. And no system more away I go mad. No system the thing gonna do to we. More and more away I go mad. The only enough find place to put we are enough to extend the service. And I want to talk to all 63 MP. And I hope Nikita Birchall continue. This is not just something to pull a wool over with eye. That brilliant idea by Nikita Birchall to bring pop-up office to different communities of the constituency. We don't need to get on board all 63 drunk crows. Lawrence Michaels, good morning. All 63 drunk crows needs to get on board. We imply enough to serve the constituents and the communities and the country. So we don't want to sit down in a big expensive chair. Want to see Nikita Birchall come out with, encourage her to do it more, encourage her to continue it, but more so, all of them must take up that initiative and run with it because it's something that serves the communities better. Rather than when we go in the office, on a security, we are chewing gum, play on our phone and a jog our slippers, but we not get no result from when we come on a constituency officer or whatever. So we want one of to take that idea, yeah, and run with it. All 63 MP, because it's a brilliant idea which serves the communities better. When I hear me, so don't make we have to come out here, come cuss and drag on every day. I mean, I want Nikita Birchall to just make it a one-off galang in. We expect it for the next 5 years. RJ, morning, how you do? We expect you to continue for the next 5 years. This is a very good move in bringing the people Devon Allen, then for Allen, morning. This is a very great idea of bringing services to the community. Fish minister, come here, John Crow. The fish minister, Minister of Fisheries, Agriculture, and all sorts of digging wells. After, they mash up with brilliant southern seas in Jamaica, damage with marine life in Jamaica. See, they might come with GMO fish now. What did the fish minister says? Fish minister. What did the fish minister? Let's see what the fish minister says. What did the fish minister says? Jamaica has launched its first ever marine fish farm pilot, making a major step in developing the country's blue economy. The initiative, implemented by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations Partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Mining, and the National Fisheries Authority, is part of a wide Caribbean program to pioneer sustainable marine life. You always hear they talk about these SGDs city or something of the sort. It's called sustainable development. SGDs and SD. This is something called sustainable development cities and sustainable development growth. That's what they are. Because a part of the United Nations Pact for the future agenda going forward is all these sustainable bullshit. Sustainable this, sustainable that, sustainable all sorts of fuckery from the United Nations. So after them take with entire marine coast around Jamaica, the Calibre Zone, Pedro Keys, Maran Point, and the whole of them, and damage them because of oil drilling. No, them a come from Bill Gates fish. Giwi, Bill Gates fish, you know. Like when I am enough of Bill Gates every already. Hmm? Aren't we eating enough of the effort from Bill Gates? So them a come pioneer anything the United Nations in a Bill Gates help sponsor it. Hmm? Anything else the United Nations a push Bill Gates to behind it. That's why them try hard to run butchers out of Jamaica. Yeah, because they want to give a fuckery for eat. Hmm? They want to pick up anything. America, only well up the KFC. America supply chicken too, no. We don't hear America say we don't have a pluck fowl anymore. We just push two things together in an injection needle and put in a lab and it grow and turn meat and bone. Huh? Jamaica nasty people. We don't know me hope a nasty food for America and Bill Gates and go plant something nyam on yourself. We don't nasty so. Hmm? But then again, if you China them come and Jamaica come cook off all on the dog and jackass go no and on yummy. What else do you think? No when yam anything. Anything you not get to know when yam. GMO fish. Genetically modified fish. Any one of them bullshit you see them are come with, they genetically modify. After they mash up what God and nature has given to us, they come and give away Bill Gates, every them. Hmm? And Jamaica people won't wake up. Look at how we ask them to wake up. Every fucking time we ask them to wake up on your jar sheet and go back to see. Nobody is seeing what is going on around us. Nobody is seeing that. Listen, when I stop talking about the sweet Jamaica in my ears, you know. When I stop talking about the mind Jamaica in my ears. Because I'm just about a stooge standing there. Jamrock, how you do? You are but a stooge standing there, just waiting to be killed by the next killer. Honest a fool. Hmm? Even the dot want to live pan and reject planting something pan if you eat because Bill Gates something sweeter. What's wrong with Uno? Hmm? When you say come and folded kill me, we will grow up on common, we will grow up on rooster. Hmm? We will grow up on rooster. Uno see rooster doing nothing? Hmm? When we walk past uno hear rooster crowing away. What is wrong with you all Jamaicans? Uno just walk to the killing field willingly. Nobody to push back. Nobody to do otherwise. Everybody just walk to the killing field willingly. As Derek would say, what can go so? Hmm? What can go so? Nobody in Jamaica no want to save them life. Everybody just want to die and get a big funeral with a casket with your picture on it and so much rose, and you've been courted by horse and carriage, and you have a band. And that don't work for? Because that are going down there, if you ask me, isn't it? Come on, Jamaica now, man. We weren't known for that. Were we? Where is Jamaica going is my big question this morning. What have we become? Hmm? And when Mr. Tono all the while, we can go back into shackled slavery anytime. Even though they don't have to put we back in, I can just have to plant the gun pan we and say work. And we so coward and fool. That we do whatever they say because we're afraid of gun. Hmm? Why don't you hold on to your gun and put it on your head make and tell him so shot me because me not do it. You go down on your knee and beg and then just go shot you same way like Jamaican police. No, sir. Lynn Miles morning, how you do? Hmm? That's why this man said there are entities taking you all over. I don't think some of you understand what you all are doing. I don't think some of you understand the time that we are existing in and what is going on. It look like entities take we over for you. Because we just have got further and further and further away from reality. Farming fish. When they mash up with marine, them destroy with marine life. And now, we're going to have Bill Gates fish. We have to go and yam Bill Gates fish. Playing in dirt is one of the favorite things of this Prime Minister. If you're looking for Andrew Holness and you are confused, you could look in any pile of dirt around the country. Because cutting ribbon and wielding scissors, digging dirt and throwing with his shovel is just how this Prime Minister runs his tenure. I mean, the Prime Minister have not heard what we have been saying. Cut the ribbon cutting, cut the dirt digging, Prime Minister, and get on with growing the economy. No amount of breaking ground while having landslide, Prime Minister, is not showing any growth in the economy for the 9 years you've been promising the prosperity. We're still on the road to prosperity. That's why, Prime Minister, we are still marching on to progress. Because we have only started marching on to progress in the last 2 years or so when it comes to the PNP marching on to progress. But you, Prime Minister, have had us on the road to prosperity for 10 years. And you told us in the last general election, we are still on the road to prosperity. We didn't get there in 9 years. I mean, you think you'll do a better at it in the next 5, given that you have started out where you have ended, digging dirt and cutting ribbons. Ask the people of Marant Bay if their urban center, ribbon cut and ground digged, or dogged for that matter, is in operation. Cut out the ribbon cutting PM. Cut out the shovel wielding and dirt digging and actually do something to build the economy. This is not your bully boy behavior has come to an end. It's why you have capitulated to Mark Golden on a leaders' negotiation when it comes to the constitutional reform. Get used to it. Your bully boy play of going to Parliament with an ill-thought-out, dead-of-night legislation that later become a burden to the people, like the Firearm Act, the Road Traffic Act, the subsumation of the political ombudsman, and there's so many. Every. Don't spoil Llewellyn. Bulldog of injustice, Paula Llewellyn. come to all on this morning, you know, I still put on some on for later our morning. Bulldog of injustice, Paula Llewellyn. Dunce, lack of confidence, uneducated Paula Llewellyn. We're watching the theater of justice at the moment. What is he talking about? The Royal Read fuckery that is going on in the courts at the moment. We're watching that theater of justice, Paula Llewellyn. But what we are seeing from it, Paula Llewellyn, you set up the theater well before you left, you know. You, Paula Llewellyn, you set up this theater that is going on well. No, the theater to get the thief, the criminal Royal Read, the scammer case thrown out of court. But we are watch. Drunk crow. When it comes to the appointment of the Governor General, it is something that Mark Golding and Andrew Holness have to settle on. So, I'm not sure. Coming to trust neither Labour nor PNP anyway when it comes to playing us. I'm not sure if Mark Golding are going to go ahead for Parlaton sending the Governor General. Come would have just done with Jamaica if Parlaton Governor General after 17 years of injustice from Parla. After 17 years of injustice and dunceness. Because, right, I'm showing the whole Parla dunce, just like them in a parliament. As the chief prosecutor for the country, with the Firearm Act under review, the what's you call it, the chief prosecutor of the country and her office should be in tune with the development and the changes in the new Firearm Act of 2022. Even the Duns never understand it, because that's why the Duns charge that man under Section 5 rather than under Section 45, and then went back to the court, asked the court to drop that conviction, and then start a whole new trial under the apparently right section. Now, what should have done in law at the time is what is called a case stated appeal, where Paula take a case state to the court and have the court make their pronouncement of the right section to be charged such offense under going forward. A whole heap of money Paula waste, we know. Put the money aside. A whole heap of injustice Paula delivered to we know. It was Paula Llewellyn who blocked the people, the more people who they want to charge for the SSL crime, you know. We want to remember that. Paula Llewellyn wastes up whole heap of money for we in the cartel case, you know. Whole heap. A hope of injustice, Paula do we. And a whole heap of money, Paula wastes for we. Prime Minister dig up a Jack's Hill for the digging dirt of Andrew Holness, digging well PM. Prime Minister digging well Holness has welcomed a 1.5 billion project in Jack's Hall, St. Anne, saying it will create jobs and boost the parish as one of Jamaica's finest growing business hub. You said more than that about Marant Bay, didn't you? The four-story complex of 68,819 square meter foot Boot 2 complex developed by the family-owned Boot Group of companies will, this will start cost on hold on, will feature a supermarket, Wendy's franchise, more what's it or other fast food, Shani, good morning, cinema, fine dining, professional offices, and retail spaces. And your prime minister, you don't have much to do, prime minister. Pick up yourself. And a government investment, you hear what I say? The Boot Group, the family-owned Boot Group, not government investment. Sharon Bernard, how you do? One of us to the prime minister pick up himself, go all the way over yonder with shovel, I dig dirt. It's not a government investment. Would ask you, what Andrew Holness have to do with this? That Andrew Holness gone take up shovel and show us say, look, I am working. I've got dirt in the shovel. It's not more than that. Because this is not a government investment. It's the same way when the Myers them go building KFC down at Black River. Andrew Holness went down there to cut ribbon. How this developed Jamaica economy, Prime Minister? You walking around the country on the back of private investors, Rosemary Samuels. You cascading around the country on the back of private sector. And a cut ribbon and I take the glory for full poor people say, are you do something? Are you saying, man, they must invest in another company? They possibly. What that have to do with you, Andrew Holness? Why you take piggy people and show God? Is the question to ask this Prime Minister. How you get to take people them hand and show God? Why you don't come up with something to develop with economy where you can take credit for yourself? And stop walk around show and take people hand show God. What this have to do with you that you can wheel shovel and dig dirt, sir? I mean, no, if it done in the next 5 years, you go there with scissors and ribbon. What is wrong with you? Can you not do something? Other than stealing and telling lie. Suzette Williams, how you do? Other than stealing and telling lies, Prime Minister, can you do something? We have not seen anything from you in the last 10 years. It's shocking, Prime Minister, how Jamaicans gave you another 5 years to do fuck all. I say, you're done with ribbon. Your parliament, your second term, end with cutting ribbon and digging and wielding shovel, See that? Few weeks, same thing again. And I have nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. But you're dead here cut ribbon and you're dead here wheel shovel. Oh, they say Jamaica is growing. I am a boy, Prime Minister. I am big. See my name here. My name is Roy. That's how you run our country. I am a boy. I am big. See my name here. My name is Roy. Further than that, nothing. So that, Prime Minister. That's why the country economy can grow. Because you not help investors, You only walk and take investor and show the country. What can go so? As Derek would answer. Desmond Mackenzie. Desmond Mackenzie, you on the rat them, sir. You, Mr. Mackenzie, and the rats. Let me pull it up there. Public health. I ask you, Desmond Mackenzie, feel like help with the rat them. Local government need to do more. In an effort to curb the parish rat problem, Sharika Lewis, acting chief public health inspector of the parish, is calling for the St. James Municipal Corporation and other stakeholders to fully support the St. James Health Department ongoing rodent control program. Lewis said the rodent control program, now going in second phase, will cost more than $2 million. Desmond Mackenzie, invest in your rat them. Invest in your rat them, Desmond. Oh, you know why? You know why local government have to harbor so much rats. Remember, it was one of the things that Miss Ellis told us. That's what she name, isn't it? Our contractor general, Pamela Monroe Ellis. It's one of the things Pamela Monroe Ellis came up against when it comes to accountability in local government. We heard that hurricane blow away the receipts or the invoice, or rat and cockroach piss and crawl over it. It's literally. So maybe there's a reason why local government harbor rats, because rat does help them to facilitate their unaccountable criminal activities. Wouldn't you say? Andy Hoyodo, Barbara Simpson, Lynette Jenkins. Wouldn't you say, though? Maybe it's just a reason why they harbor rats. And onto Horace Chang, Andrew Holness, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force. What the police has caused is for us to call into question all of their actions and all of the information they provide to us. A man was taken into custody on Saturday afternoon. The police seized a firearm, ammunition, and several imitation guns during a pre-dawn operation on Colbeck Avenue in St. Andrew. A team from the St. Andrew South Police Division conducted a targeted raid at the premises at about 5:45 a.m. A police statement said during the search, the lawmen reportedly found a 9mm pistol, a 9mm magazine, 14 9mm cartridges, and 4 imitation firearms. Is that factual information? We not protect criminal. I'm just saying. The police has put us in a position where every information they provide us has become questionable. Their operations has become questionable. We know the police have a history of planting weapons. But this, even when we come back, we're going to look further into some of the coming out of the whole Indicom galangin, because we need to stay on those reporting coming out of Indicom's last week report, because it shows the criminal activity activity, or let me not say criminal activity, the very questionable activities, or the very worrying trend, as Indicom put it, when it comes to police raid. Nothing where they just buck up and so. Something where they carefully planned would be based on intelligence. When you forget Paula charged Kevin Smith after he it's not even here how she should have done it. There is a posthumous galanging where you can do. But the fact that Paula wanted to bring it to the court was the dark side of things. You can posthumously make such pronouncement, but then again, the weirdest part of the pronouncement suicide and but everything Paula do is up in the air. Christy morning. All of a sudden, guns and ammunition. Exactly. This is what I say. We have the police and put in a question. What Paula should have was a posthumous ruling. As to want to carry the dead man a court. Why? No, sir. Our Bev there. Our Bev. Where is Bev this morning? Hold on a minute, this line, Bev, because no, sir.
And where the blood clot this? And where the blood clot this?
To one carry dead man, case a court against the dead man. Hey, I hope a fuck Repala do to we, you know. Me na ask, so no. Me na ask, so no. A whole heap of fuck Repala do we. And it costs we a lot of money too. It's not just the fuck with them alone, it's how expensive those fuckers were. Beg your pardon. But that's what they were. Literally. That's what they were. And it cost us a lot. Now, the police put we in a position where we can't believe anything they said because we know them are kill innocent people deliberately, planned deliberate killing. We know they deliberately go with them illegal gun to plant it on people when they kill them, or to plant on people when they want to carry them in. It is worrying. Because who you going to trust? Who you going to fight crime when you cannot trust the crime fighters? So the big old argument, well, Hugh Wildman, you're one of the that done them to you know. Hugh Wildman, did you know that you're a hypocritical dunce? Because maybe Hugh Wildman is not literally dunce like Paula and Andrew them in a car. You see, people like Paula, Andrew, and Chang them are literal dunce. Now, I do think Hugh Wildman here is playing the hypocritical dunce, trying to be a labor right. Because you remember, it was Hugh Wildman came out when he wants to denounce Mark Golden and his in the whole birtherism argument, and make an argument to support Andrew Holness's bullshit, make an argument and put in passport and nationality as being the same thing. You dunce experienced attorney, Hugh Wildman. It is the same Hugh Wildman in front of the court arguing against the doctrine, the fruit, the poison fruit of the tree, something like that. The fruit of the poison, the poisonous fruit of the tree. Yeah, so the doctrine, on legal squabble. But we are told that evidence collected illegally is admissible in Jamaica. But Hugh Wildman is arguing that FID had no authority to collect the statements or evidence or whatever they collected, nor the JCF under FID instruction. I don't understand, Hugh Wildman, because those are the authority to investigate something there. What's you call it? Financial crimes. So if the JCF or FID don't have the authority, is Hugh Wildman becoming a practical dunce or a hypocritical dunce? Somebody help me out here, no? Because this is dunceness. It is the same Hugh Wildman that is saying, I haven't had time to go through the disclosure, but there's no case to answer. Is this being a plain dunce like Paula them, or Hugh Wildman is playing the hypocritical dunce? We don't know which one, you know. Don't know which one, but I know him I play them. I know him I play something. But Paula Llewellyn, dunce Paula Llewellyn. Paula Llewellyn, who set up this theater of injustice. But we say a go on here now, Royal read the case. We go all the way to the Privy Council, and the Privy Council said, thief, go stand trial for the money where you thief out of the Jamaica purse, out of the Ministry of Education. And we see where Paula Llewellyn set up this thing to show out. You want to tell me, say, Hugh Wildman, don't take a drink from the devil's cup, don't take a drink from the devil's cup of blood? Hugh Wildman? Because you were rated once as an outstanding human rights attorney. Now you become protector of the thieves, Hugh Wildman. Arguing bullshit. I think Hugh Wildman is suffering dementia, don't you? Because when we did lose after Hugh Wildman was when Hugh Wildman came out and made the argument that when Mark Golden became of age and applied for his passport, then he assumed loyalty to Britain. You bullshit of a Hugh Wildman. What can go so? What can really go so? When did passport become nationality? Passport is a travel document, you damn fool, you idiot, Hugh Wildman. Same idiosyncratic fuckery you come with now. Forget a criminal who have raided the education budget. For no face trial. You don't think Hugh Wildman drink out of the devil's cup? Don't you? I think so. I think Hugh Wildman is drinking from the devil's cup. But anyway, may I go to do a sunrise out there. Thank you all for being here this morning on Global TV. We'll probably come back later upon the extrajudicial killing. We're not go silent upon the extrajudicial killing. Everybody's silent. So we are going to show you. We're going to just bark like Nicey dog. You know the Nicey dog of the village? When nothing have to happen for the dog, they just always a bark. And so we have to go cheat the extrajudicial killing. All when they not hear we. All when nobody not pay attention to. Just bark like a Nicey dog. Just annoy the village if that's the case. But we're not going to just make it look like, say, we police them and do a brilliant job. They're not. They now make we trust them. They might push we and them further apart. So we're going to bark like wild dog every day. All right, I'm going to come back later. We're going to bark like wild dog every day. So nobody complete the silent game, pan we. You understand? Anyway, my people, thank you all for the support this morning. Thank you all for being here. And please give us a follow if you're new to the program. Rose, good morning. Why Paul Buchanan have him on his case? Let's wait and see where it goes. Paul Buchanan is applying for a judicial review of the decision of the constituted authority. The constituted authority in this, I would assume, is the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. So that was where Paul Buchanan's first application was made to. I think now he's making a judicial review, I think, to the courts. So let us see where this go. But Hugh Wildman is a hypocrite. Hugh Wildman is quite a good attorney, but he's a damn hypocrite. And this is the thing about the legal profession. You're paid to be a part of the game of hypocrisy, you see. You're paid to wave your right hand and your left hand at the same time. It's one of the game of the whole legal structure. They are in the major part of the theater. That's why you see most of them head to the legislature. When you have legal training, you understand what the game is about. And not just the legal training, when you get into their system, it's easy for you to understand and get used to the game if you do well with your legal training at school. Why do you think so much lawyers head to Parliament? Anyway, me out here too long. Thank you all. Give us a subscribe, give us a follow. Jet Nitram, how you do? And please do join us back later when we will be focused on extrajudicial killing and police brutality and the silence of politicians. Thank you very much. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat, and not first and four. Make God what I seen to. Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out. I sell out Babylon. They give man show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, big him and Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Turn, oh what's a black, big him and Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.